and welcome to the News Digest. We will cover some very important issues. These are the latest headlines. Classrooms are going to be joined again, the Ministry of Education has announced. Great, said the kids. I can't wait to see my friends again and ditch that drunk teacher at home. In related news, the Ministry of Defense has started building a wall along the border in an attempt to stop the parents from escaping the country for the summer. Where's my passport? Luxembourgish government has announced that this year they wanted to have low-key National Day celebrations. The locals have been offered party boxes with paper hats and a balloon and a whistle, and wow, that was a great party. Well, considering that the average age of a Luxembourger is 40 years old and all his fun French and Belgian friends had to stay at home a day off, I guess it was a wild party. Luxembourg's space satellite team will have to defend its increase in the cost of a satellite to the Minister of Transport, Mr. Bausch. They are asking for an additional 180 million to complete the launch of the satellite in 2022. That brings the cost to 530 million euros. Ha! This satellite is behaving like an ex-wife fixing to destroy her husband during the divorce proceedings after she caught him cheating. Considering an average cost of a typical weather satellite is 260 million euros, okay, and you might have to throw in another little 100 million to make it a military one, this is really no surprise. In related news, Luxembourg's Light Your Money on Fire ministry has reported a successful year. They have a surplus of 180 million euros profit destined to the annual bonfire. Where did that money come from? Local Luxembourg artists have put a plaque of a 19th century engineer in the symbolic bars as a Black Lives Matter movement support. The engineer was associated with the Belgian king who colonized the Congo. This, of course, is a really well-known method in combating racism, symbolism. Like when you see a tiger roaming the streets and your precaution method would be to ignore it and put it in a symbolic cage. Yeah, this will really save you. No, this won't tame the tiger. He won't just go away. It's in his nature to stay and hunt you down. So no, racism will not go away with symbolic protests. How about implementing penalties for real-life discriminations that happen at our university, workplaces, and schools? It's just an idea. RTL reported that up to 100 people were involved in a fight on Kinexis. The culprits even threw a bottle at the police and his car. In a typical Luxembourg fashion, the perpetrators were caught and arrested for, wait for it, violating the nature protection law. Well, here we can see the policeman protecting his brand new Tesla from these very dangerous onlookers. The police in the US should adapt their methods of policing to a Luxembourgish model. Maybe they could solve the racism and environmental issues at the same time. Both sides happy. Researchers from the US universities Yale and Columbia have concluded that Luxembourg is doing very well in terms of environmental performance. Well, this is really no surprise. This improvement has been seen ever since the police decided to fine every criminal with violations against nature laws. In Luxembourg, if you're caught robbing a bank, you will be jailed for theft and the cleanup and the recycling of the broken glass. And now we prove that owning 2 performance cars per household is actually good for the environment, said the local mom who dropped off her kids to a climate strike for future in a Porsche Cayenne. You know those strikes in Glassy, Porsche, Turbo? Great news for 4 restaurants in Luxembourg. Clairefontaine, La Cristallerie, Le Jardin d'Année, do I say it right? And Moscone were all rewarded a single star in a new Michelin guide. Fantastic! Another 4 places where we can enjoy a steak for ants while suffering through arrogant waiters on the verge of slapping us. The reservations for 2022 are open now. Quickly! RTL reported that Luxembourg is among the most expensive countries for shopping in Europe. No, that can't be true. We were plunged into a terrible post-COVID crisis. Here are the images of long lines in front of shops, people waiting for basic supplies. Luxembourg government cannot guarantee there will be enough Boberg hobo bags by Louis Vuitton for everyone. Gucci's just been overrun. Did you see these streets? Horrible. We're just suffering. Those were the news. Thank you for watching. Well, actually, there's no one here. No one's watching. I guess I'll just